It's this guy again with this try again. Won't I get into this and you can dine on friends? Grabs up a force for this plate I hand. I displace time with the shit that I say, make no mistake. Each S I make in the stove was something great. Something left over since the prehistoric days. Something that you would love to get and crave. And the shipment of what was next on the to-do list was this. To do die and shit with a bird that would sit where your limb would start, where it would end. The star was barred to spit this stuff so you could slurp it off through straw. You need the stuff with claw, some of that straw I got, cause that's the strongest stuff. You all need to go in off yourself by jumping off something tall, of course, or take the butter knife to wall. Doesn't matter how it's prescribed or done, as long as you get done the job the way you would have done well. That would have been some more flamboyant soul from his lips, because his soul from his soul is shit. So you can see where the seam would have met with these sticks, and that's a steady hand to do the trick. That's when the beam of light and the ship that would spin in the sauce, so you thought you could have called it, but the card it couldn't have lopped at any of this stuff any faster. Because you thought you were fastening bars, but you wasn't. So, calico with some of it stole, all of it broke. All this was picked off of where they was grown. And that's a tree that was tall. So let's go back on the trail. Let's go back when the line would have hit, because the line would just sit and he would be scratching his head with the claw that he has, because each one that I spit was sure to be a hit. Sure to be a crick, in this it was the rock of all nations. Forgot what it's called, so I put all nations on it so it didn't look like I forgot. And then I forgot some of my song because you thought that I was in the zone, but I was so old. Like, I think I need to be where the orbit was, or where it stopped. The little hole in the glass, like, y'all couldn't take this place that I got, so I fucking say it out loud. The way that I prescribe is the way that it is. There's no way else, no way around it, bro. It ain't a mulberry bush that grow. So won't you get into this, or get out of it, piss, and then you could have a little sip of this that I spiked when you didn't watch your shit. You're an inch off, but you're miles away type shit. Whenever some more of this would have been said alone, you would have gotten settled in a part of y'all that y'all wouldn't know about. You thought I was gonna say something with an S, but then I slithered in grass. And make no mistake, my Smuckers was great with the lid that they put so you can keep a bug when you're done. But remember to poke a couple holes so the light can show, and the light had the sun instead, because that would have been the lun that was wrong. The LB need to be gone, because that need to be the part where I could be reaching, yo, with this poetry that's somehow in motion, bro. It's in motion, so it had an E, because that would have been an emotion for me. Some more of these I need to say, because if I did, I don't know. Y'all would spontaneously combust, I timbuk to the robots that you was, and start to rust, you motherfucks. I'm never in a rush when I talk, but it acts like I was every time the beat is kind of fast. So I just need to floss the rock, and you just need to grab a butt and hit this boss fast I can, till the stitch was off type stuff, and then y'all can go where the mulberry bush was, dig a hole right next on the right or left, and then jump in type shit. And then I need to go and say some more crazy like wit that was just this, by the opposite of insects. So you know that to be a spider with 8 instead of 6. So I intersected in this part because I feel like partiferous pines grow too much. We need to cut them down because they're wonderment, so they need to be stumped. Fully, bro, with the fist on the chin, and that's the bottom of the jaw. I know how the chops are like sauce because I'm so proud with this piano I brought. Each part of this song was a part of yourself. If you can figure that part, then you figured all of it out. And it's just a sum, but the sum was a plus with the line that was drawn in the song if you want. So I need to seesaw this thought by myself, and then I could see the setting and rising of the sun with each up and down that I went. And that would have been all that I wished to get with these, and this was a drill that was sent inside of your fist so we could exit the bread that you kept, and then I need to direct this like I sit on the bench. Just itch a little place to hold for each one of these flows, because I feel like they pull from off of a rock or a stone that was smoothened by the ages past, and that would have been a whole bunch of these bending in time, I guess, because I can ellipse how I wish he's part of this that would crisp, and that would have been the tempest that hit the ship. But that's more like what was a bitch that would flip a fin that she had, like she was a fist, but she ain't. She got some breasts. And that would have been a mermaid to reach a sin. Wish she could get big, but the phone was too much and she needed a phone and such. Does she have the girls on the neck? Does she need that for the oxygen to seep in? Does she need a little sleep in from a slippers or maybe a show? Because then I could give her a flip with some of this cellular phone. And then I would have taken a vote in a box and folded a note so I would have known who you voted for. Type shit. And y'all phonies are false, like some fun, but it ain't something bought or stole. So well, you're gonna wait a while I could get so all in all, and there's things that I said will finally hit later on. So I hid it in grass or hid it in bush until the berries were grown, then I'm off in the escape that I want, because that would have been the scenery I wish that there was that would wash over you all. That would wash like something like bath and something with cloth and something with ball and maybe a faucet that I need to turn on. The river one. The river one was the best. Whoa, that's a letter I print with a stomp in the car. That would have been a little place where we go, where we formulate foam, like a fucking beakers in bowl. So we need a Bunsen burner as well. A whole bunch of these that in a bus was involved. A little trailer on a truck, so a little trolley if you want to call, with a little ball, and I'm a conductor of song. Maybe it was a whole bunch of conductors of electrons I passed it through my flesh like I didn't want, but I'll take it anyways if you wish. Or if I wish, or if Aladdin did, or if the genie did inside the lamp, and then I could get excited again with each part of this song and the secret message embedded if you want to find it real hard. That's where the little dust mice live, probably dull, they're probably off, like all was just prohibition again with these flow that I said, because y'all needed to vote. If you think you could go with the snow would have been and get cold on your noses that were full of the face that you had. It's a displacement of how things would have been. I say displacement like I dismember y'all for the limbs again. I want to get lit this lit that I get so I can get enlightened again. I'm feeling lighter with each breath. Is that normal, Doc? Said the Doc who wasn't there, but I thought I saw a Doc, so it was him real small and he's real far off. Maybe I'm far out with this flow. Maybe yo just need to fall into something that's full, so you would have broken every bone when you would have hit the ball, or maybe the bomb. Maybe I explode like a bomb because y'all fucking suck. Y'all need to get off and drugged to the mud by a donkey or mule. Then you would have taken a note, all the notes off just of what I would have said, and each one of these flows that I did like a fucking tire swing was on the end of a limb. And then it would have broke if the right weight was on. Doesn't take a scientist or engineer to know that part. I would have taken a rope around your throat and pulled as hard as I can till I heard something pop. That would have been the top of your skull, of course, and then I've taken your brains out with the spoon I brought. Boom! Fuck y'all. That's right, son. Boom! TWA.